not 26 because I feel like someone told me my hair looked really good like this. Let me know if they were lying. Today we are going through my dance bag so I can show you what's in it and what I take to dance, what I recommend, my shoes, all that stuff. Okay, to start us off with, this is my dance bag. Now I have 1,000,001 dance bags, but this is the one that I am partial to right now. This is a knockoff Gucci purse, or like overnight bag that I got from a boutique in my area. I really like it. It's got a lot of room on the inside. It's just like a mini, like I use this also for my carry-on bags if I'm going on flights and stuff. It's the perfect size dance bag in my opinion because it can hold literally everything. I actually just finished cleaning this out. Everything in here is virtually everything I usually bring. This is what I bring with me. This is what I use. Maybe not an everyday occurrence, but like I always like to keep this stuff with me when I'm in the dance studio. So let's start off with shoes. So here are my old ballet slippers. These are the slippers that I've had since college. As you can see, they are quite worn in. I love them so much. They are Capezio. You can't really see it anymore. This is worn off. But they are Capezio canvas. And they used to be this color. I actually think they were less pink, more nude, but these are just a brand new version of these. Do have fond memories with these. These are the ballet slippers that I wore in all the nutcrackers that I performed in college. And I really just needed some new ones. So I got some new ones because these do have holes in the feet, but these are still my preferred ones. I didn't need them, but I wanted new slippers, so these are my ballet slippers. Highly recommend Capezio canvas slippers, specifically the ones that are double crossed. So because in my opinion, it looks better aesthetically, and aesthetics are super important in dance, but I also think it supports your foot and arch better when there are elastics here and back here. And that's really the only official shoe things that you can classify as a shoe that I keep in my dance bag. Everything else is like socks. So I have the surprise Capezio socks. These are they're compression socks technically, but they do have little grips on the bottom that I absolutely love. I am not a fan of jazz shoes. So when I teach, I will wear these, or when I'm taking a contemporary class, I love these because they are compression socks. They are supposed to fit snug to support your arches, blood flow, but also they're designed for movement. It's quite literally on the actual packaging of the socks. They are designed for movement, and I think the little grips on the bottom are absolutely perfect. Like the perfect amount of grip for dancing across the floor. They don't hold you up and they don't bring you to a halt, but they're also not going to make you spin out of control like a normal pair of socks are, because normal socks are quite dangerous because there is no friction and therefore you can injure yourself. But I highly recommend these. I got these from Tutus and Dance Shoes, which is a local dance shop in the Augusta area. So if you live in any part of the CSRA or anywhere in Georgia or South Carolina, I advise going to Tutus and Dance Shoes. Now I am their social media manager, so I'm a little biased, but truly they are some of the coolest people I've ever worked with. So I love these dance socks. I also got my ballet slippers from there as well. While I'm not actively in Point anymore, and when I say anymore, I just mean at this moment in time, because I do want to get back into it, but I just, I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes us. Who knows, really, but I want to get back on it. It just might take a while. But I do keep extra elastics and just stretchy ribbon, and that's all it's really called, is stretchy ribbon, in my bag. Either if a student needs it, or every time I go in my dance bag, I'm looking at my little ouch pouches and my elastics to help motivate me to work hard to get back on point. Right now my ankles just aren't strong enough anymore for me to do that, but I do have my little ouch pouches in here. These are the block ouch pouches, I believe, and I actually, if I do go back on point, I won't be using these. I'll probably be using the Nicolay ouch pouches, or like just the toe pads is what they're called. That's my recommendation on toe pads. Ouch pouches are fine, but I just prefer the more secure, cushy comfort of the Nicolay toe pads. Speaking of shoes, these are from Dry Point. They are quite literally just balls of like sneakers, point shoes, jazz shoes, tap shoes specifically for me. I just lied to you. I told you that my ballet slippers were the only actual shoes that I keep in my bag, knowing good and damn well I'm actually about to pull out some tap shoes. Anyway, these go in there and they actually help dry your shoes, make them last a little longer to absorb the sweat and the stench. I love these. These were sent to me. These were gifted to me a year or so ago, and I use them to this day. They have unscented, which are these, and then I have another pink pair of Dry Point, but it's literally like Dry Point as in like ballet point. So these are specifically designed for dancers, and I love them. You should check them out. Tap shoes. These are block split sole flex tap shoes. I love slip-on tap shoes. For the longest time, I always wanted the shoelace tap shoes because for some reason those just seem more professional. But in reality, these work best for me. I love these very much. These are my second pair of tap shoes. Technically, like my fourth, but this is my second pair of this brand because I did try out a couple other pairs in between my first pair of these blocks and then my second, and they just did not compare to these. The first pair I got in 7th grade and I had to replace them in 2022. I went through 2 different pairs of tap shoes. One was So Danza and then another was a cheaper brand, and Block is just reigns on top for me. These are my holy grail of tap shoes. I always recommend them to anybody who's looking to get a new pair, and they are leather, so they mold to your foot, so your student and dancer, or you if you're purchasing them for yourself, will have them for a very, very, very long time. Like I said, I'm 26, or I'm about to be 26, and I got my first pair of these in 7th grade, and I did not have to replace them until last year. I wasn't dancing on them for a few years. I will say they should last your dancer 5 or 6 years as long as their foot is no longer growing. And even if it is, professional dance shoe fitters are going to send you home with a shoe in mind that your child is going to have a growth spurt. Leather tap shoes, paid a little bit more money. I think these were $100, maybe $80. But spent a little bit of extra money because in the long run, like I said, I went through 2 pairs of tap shoes because they broke, or the tap, literally this part flew off, and I love my Block tap shoes. The investment is worth it. I wear like an 7.5, 8-inch street shoes. These are an 8 in tap shoes. And along with my tap shoes, I always recommend wearing socks with your tap shoes, so I always keep a pair of socks in here. These are my Gryffindor socks. I'm not actually a Gryffindor, some Harry Potter pajamas, but these came with them. And I love wearing these I love wearing long socks when I teach tap or just dance in general because it's like leg warmers, but better because it's socks. They cover your whole foot and then your ankle and then some. So tube socks are my huge recommendation for tap dancers in general because it keeps your ankles warm, but also it's just, in my opinion, longer socks look better when you dance. Again, that's just an aesthetic thing for me. I've got the deodorant. I love this deodorant because it smells good, and while you're sweating, it sends off the aroma of what the deodorant actually smells like, which is coconut. And it says it lasts for 48 hours, and I believe it. This stuff smells so good to me, and I love it. I have my hairbrush, which is pretty nasty. Need to clean it. little hand massager. I use it for my calves mostly because I can really get in there and work them out. My calves hurt a lot, and it's one of the only things that I can reach. I have a big foam roller that that my husband uses on me if my back is ever bothering me, which is often. So usually when I get home from dance, I'll have him roll out my back muscles and things like that. This one is like just for small little things while I'm at the studio. I have my hair clip. I usually don't dance with this in, but if we are in between classes or I'm going home and I just have hair everywhere, I like to take it out of my ponytail and put it up here because it gets off my neck, and my neck sweats so bad. Of course, I keep tampons in my bag because I am a full-grown woman. That's just how it is. I also have these bands. They are workout bands, and I use them when I'm stretching or warming up for strengthening and working on strengthening my ankles, my thighs, my knees, my arms. These are pretty universal for strengthening like all portions, as well as working on your extensions, which is what I bought them for. They're actually a part of my Amazon storefront, so if you go, you should be able to find like a whole dance section. And then I have my pain relieving gel that I usually put on my ankles. Chapstick, nothing specific, just generic chapstick. The stitch kit for point shoes. This is mainly for students. I don't teach ballet anymore. If a student ever needs it, I will have it. So it's got like it's got the string and 2 needles in there. And then I also have my wallet and my keys, just because I used it last night. And if needed be, I could fit an entire workout outfit, another pair of sneakers, and like some sandals in here if I wanted to. That is just how spacious this bag is. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this dance content. I am not sure if I want to create dance content again, just because, you know, I'm not dancing as often. But who knows, dance might become a big part of my life again. For now, we're keeping it small because I don't want to get burnt out again. So we're keeping it in like a nice once a week teaching kind of thing, and also once a week for me training. I'm not training with anybody or taking any classes, but I am at home working on my flexibility again, because I've lost a little bit of that. Not much, because I still had a stretch routine even though I wasn't dancing. I'm also working on getting back into ballet on my own, so I might make a video about that, because I did a couple years ago. It did pretty well. So I'm thinking maybe creating content about dance again, but truly it's truly all about how interested you are in watching it. Of course, I'm always going to make content about Taylor Swift, but it's stuff like little things like this. Is it like, do you watch these kinds of videos because it's me, or do you watch these kind of videos because you actually enjoy them? If you made it this far, comment a disco ball or ballet slippers down in the comment section, so that way I know you made it to the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hope you're enjoying these double uploads every week. I'm gonna keep them coming until I decide not to. And then Vlogmas is gonna happen, and then you'll see me every day. Love you, bye!